To add a little more detail to the arm lift, and then also to learn how to blend the three moves together, we have some sticks here on the ground to use as reference lines. The main one being the yellow line, which is parallel to our target line and set just outside of my toes. The other two are simply angled slightly inward and slightly outward. Firstly, the arm lift. We don't want to just pick the club up in front of us. It's actually a diagonal line slightly behind us. So a more or less 45-degree angle to our right. From face on, you can see that this is not just a lift in front of us, it's actually slightly to the side. So the left arm moves backwards and the right arm folds. We can use these three lines as a guide, and with your arm lift, you want to pull the club backwards towards that white line that moves outward. So now we want to blend these three moves. As we saw, the arm lift is going to move back towards the white line that's angled outward. If I simply turn the shoulders, I'm going to move the club to the stick that moves inwards. And we want to end up somewhere in between. And it's by blending the turn and the arm lift that will actually get our club in between the two. If you just lift the arms, the club moves out. If you just turn the shoulders, the club moves in. But if you join the two together, so you start your shoulder turn and instantly you start your arm lift, what you'll find is that you can get the club shaft parallel to that yellow stick and pretty much on top of it. So this is the first checkpoint in your golf swing. Take your setup, turn the shoulders, lift the arms a little and put your club shaft on top of the neutral stick. One thing you'll notice here is that club face is still pointing some amount down towards the ground. This means we haven't rotated the face open. So if you get to this point and you notice that the face is pointing more forward or even worse upward, you know that you've opened the face excessively. So the checkpoint would be that you turn to here, you have the shaft parallel to the stick and the face still pointing some amount down. Now from here to the top, we're going to continue the turn and we're also going to continue the lift, but we'd like to add the wrist hinge. And if you'll notice that the club moves on a diagonal angle from here to the checkpoint, and if you then add wrist hinge only, the club actually moves in the same direction. So it continues up towards the top of the swing in the same direction as the turn and the lift are sending the club. And that means if you continue the turn and the lift, but you add the wrist hinge, you simply continue the club on its straight path from the setup to the top of the swing. So turn and lift, and then add wrist hinge, so turn, lift, and hinge. So you have a checkpoint, which is the club shaft on top of the yellow stick, and then from there you continue, but you add the right wrist hinging backwards. And from here you have a great neutral position where you can start your downswing.